Right, let's take it first over our money exchange rate. Well, we have $1 exchanging for 1,440 naira 60 kaba. We have €1 exchanging for 1,667 naira 10 kaba, and £1 exchanging for 1,891 naira 82 kaba. $1 Canadian exchanging for 1,028 naira 97 kaba. Lastly, we have one Chinese yuan exchanging for 202 naira 34 kaba.
And now moving on to the national news on things happening in the business world. We have Senate approves Tinubu's 1.15 trillion naira domestic loan to fund budget. The Nigerian Senate approved President Bola Tinubu's request to raise 1.15 trillion naira from the domestic debt market to finance the unfunded portion of the 2025 budget deficit. The approval came after the Senate adopted a report from the Committee on Local and Foreign Debt during Wednesday's plenary session. The report highlighted that the 2025 Appropriation Act sets total expenditure at nearly 60 trillion naira, an increase of 5.25 trillion naira over the initial proposed 54.74 trillion naira. This budget expansion resulted in a deficit of 14.10 trillion naira. Of these, 12.95 trillion naira has already been approved for borrowing, leaving an unfunded gap of approximately 1.15 trillion naira, which the Senate has now authorized to be raised domestically.
All right, and to the next one. Nigeria economy activities expand for 11 consecutive months. Nigeria's economic activities have maintained steady growth for 11 consecutive months as the Composite Purchasing Manager Index for October 2025 stood at 55.4 points, according to a new report released by the Central Bank of Nigeria on Wednesday. This reflects continued expansion across key sectors of the economy, underscoring growing business confidence and improved output performance nationwide. The October 2025 PMI feature of 55.4 points represents an increase from 54.0 points recorded in September 2025, signifying a stronger and broad-based expansion in aggregate economy activities. The CBN report highlighted that out of the 36 subsectors surveyed, 25 recorded expansion during the review period, marking the 11th consecutive month of economic growth.
And now to the international scene, we have £220 for a cut-up stock. Apple's new iPhone Pocket ridiculed online. Apple has faced a wave of online mockery following its announcement of a new carrying case for its iPhone range. The US tech giant was ridiculed after it revealed that iPhone Pocket would retail for £219, despite it being a little more than another way to carry a mobile device. Many took aim to the high price online, while others made fun of its striking likeness to a piece of everyday knitted footwear, with one ex-user calling it a $230 for a cut-up sock. And the popular tech YouTube Marcus Brownlee said it was a litmus test for fans who buy or defend anything Apple releases. In a press release, Apple said the brightly colored accessory was part of a limited edition range created in collaboration with the Japanese fashion label Issey Miyake. The late fashion designer previously worked with the tech firm to create the black turtleneck jumper famously worn by the company's co-founder, Steve Jobs.
All right, and lastly, US ends penny-making run after more than 230 years. The Philadelphia Mint will strike its last batch of 1-cent coins on Thursday after more than 230 years of production. The coin will remain in circulation, but the phase-out has already prompted businesses to start adjusting prices, as they say pennies are becoming harder to find. The government says the move will save money, or as President Donald Trump put it in February when he first announced the plan. He says, "Rip the waste out of our great nation's budget, even if it's a penny at a time." Pennies which honor Civil War President Abraham Lincoln and are made of copper, and are made of copper-plated zinc, today cost nearly 4 cents each to make, more than twice the cost of a decade ago, according to Treasury Department. It estimates the decision to end production which would save about 56 million US dollars a year. Officials have argued that the rise of electronic transaction is making the penny, which first went into production in 1793, increasingly moot. Alright, and that'll be all on Money Matters, financial news and business news around the world in Nigeria for now. We'll be going